So you think you can dance a top 16? Let's go. Okay, so again, they started off the night with a fantastic group dance choreographed by Tyce DiOrio. It was to the music of The Here and After. This song was actually in the movie Pina, which was nominated for an Oscar. It was like a dance documentary. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's great. I loved it. It was like a Charlie Chaplin inspired, kind of an homage to Charlie Chaplin. And I thought it was great. I liked seeing it. It was black and white, and there was a red umbrella. It was great. I loved it. The judges were Nigel, Mary, and Christina Applegate, who I actually find is a good guest judge. And immediately they let us know that there's going to be a 2-week break for the Olympics. So I don't know when we return from the So You Think You Can Dance if there's going to be like 6 dancers let go. I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess. Hopefully not. And 2 dancers will be let go by the end of this show or this review. So I'll have my thoughts on that later, you know. Tiffany and George started off the night with a Napolean and Tabitha hip-hop routine. And halfway through the routine, it actually picked up momentum, so I ended up liking it more than not liking it. But it wasn't my favorite piece by them. And I mean, for 2 floaty contemporary dancers, they, I feel, really got hip-hop, but it wasn't like grungy hip-hop. And there hasn't been grungy hip-hop yet, which I'm kind of looking forward to. But I mean, what they were given, I think they did a good job. And sometimes I feel Napoleon and Tabitha's choreography is a little bit too literal to the lyrics of the songs that they choose. And I've kind of come to expect that. So I kind of wish they strayed a little bit away from that, but it was an okay piece. Amber and Brandon went next to dance a jazz piece choreographed by Ray Leeper. And I really feel, had they danced this dance with their original partners, it wouldn't have been the same, you know? This chemistry between Amber and Brandon was real to me. I really believed it. So that I liked about the piece. Personally, though, I wasn't a huge fan of this one. It kind of left me dry. I felt it was a little bit boring. I don't know how you guys feel. I might get some backlash because of that. But it's just my opinion. And yeah, so it's not the most memorable piece to me, but you know. Janelle and Dariean went next, and they danced a Cha Cha piece choreographed by Pasha. And immediately I hear Call Me Maybe, and I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go again. Another terrible song choice for the Cha Cha. I mean, it just doesn't work. I was turned off from this dance from the start, and it was just like downhill from there. It just didn't go anywhere. Like Mary said, the transitions were rough when they were dancing, and I mean, they did have performance, but sometimes performance isn't enough. You have to have the technical elements in there too, and it wasn't there, and I kind of feel bad for them. They probably will be in the bottom next week, because this dance was just not to the level where everyone else is, sorry. Lindsay and Cole were up next. They danced a Mandy more contemporary, and I thought, I mean, this was a really nice piece. It was lovely, you know. It wasn't particularly hugely memorable, but I enjoyed it. I found that I completely forgot that Lindsay was a ballroom dancer to begin with, which is good. I did find that her hair was always in her face, so it was kind of hard to connect with her in the dance. Because of that, I found Cole was really strong, but this piece was way better than what they had last week. And I feel like the couple from week 1 with the Paso Doble is back, so you know, I'm kind of excited for them to get another piece. They're going to hit a home run again. This is a strong couple, so watch out. Amelia and Will were up next to dance a jazz piece choreographed by Mandy Moore. And normally I find Mandy Moore chooses cheesy 80s music all the time for all of her choreography. And this time I found that she chose something a little bit different. I was intrigued by her song choice. And I actually liked the routine. Nigel didn't like it, but that doesn't mean I didn't like it. I thought it was good. I did find Amelia was performing more to the audience than connecting with Will, whereas I found Will was trying to connect with her. So if she had been doing that with him, it might have been a little bit different. Personal opinion. I do hope that this couple gets a ballroom piece next week, because they've had a jazz, a contemporary, and a hip-hop. So give them something with flair, maybe like a samba, you know? So good job, I liked it. Audrey and Matthew were next. They danced a salsa piece choreographed by Lera. And they had terrible red costumes. Did they not learn from Alexa and Daniel's first piece that entirely red costumes are just ugly and sets me back, you know? Just not good costume choices. And then the song choice was kind of weird too. It was like O Fortuna but salsa, and it was just kind of weird. It was a really slow salsa. I really felt like salsa's fiery, has to be hot, has to be fast. And this one, man, I was like, come on, come on. It's not their fault. I found that it was the choreography's fault. And I mean, they did well with what they were given, I guess. But we know that these guys can do way more than what that routine gave them. So I still really like them as a couple. Just this salsa left me like, oh, not good. I didn't like it at all. Witney and Chehon were next to dance a Stacey Tookey contemporary piece, and I knew immediately from the lighting and the song choice that this piece would be one of my favorites of the night, just because, I mean, that's what happens with the lighting and like the choreography and just like all of that. It's like, it's a good piece. Witney was super strong, not a hint of ballroom in her at all. Chehon, a great partner. I liked it, and that jump, like Mary said, just was breathtaking. I really liked the piece. I thought it was great. Did you guys notice though that Mary totally called Witney Lindsay, and that Nigel said that Stacey Tookey was nominated for an Oscar? Wow, like 2 huge mistakes. Come on, judges. I'm gonna start critiquing you guys soon, so like pick it up, otherwise I'm calling you out again. Cyrus and Eliana ended off the night with a hip-hop routine choreographed by Napoleon and Tabitha, and I really liked this piece. I really, really liked it. I find that Napoleon and Tabitha, even though they can be literal, they really are super specific to the dancers that they have. I mean, I can't see anybody else on any other season dancing this piece because it was so specific to Eliana and to Cyrus, and I really liked that about this piece, and it just felt like they were like super together. I do agree with Nigel when he said that like Eliana was a little bit more smooth in those transitions. But I mean, I really like the piece all in general. You know, it was just a really good, well put together piece. So well done. So the results are in, and Kat Deely reveals that Amber and Lindsay and Eliana are in the bottom, and then same with George, Brandon, and Dariean are in the bottom. And Nigel says that he only wants to see Amber and Eliana dance and Brandon and Dariean dance. So George and Lindsay don't gotta dance. I don't understand. Why don't they just make everybody dance? I like the solos. I like seeing the solos. Even if you know that they're safe, I still want to see their solo, you know? I found that the special performance today went on for so long. They really had room for like 30 seconds of solos, you know? Come on. I'm going to be a little bit greedy, but give me the solos. Anyways, so they reveal Amber and Brandon are the ones to be let go, which is unfortunate because they were just paired together and now they're already leaving. So that kind of sucks. But I mean, that's the nature of the show. 2 people gotta go, so unfortunately. I was a little bit surprised not to see Janelle in the bottom because her Christopher Scott piece last week was not very good at all. So I think she got a little bit lucky. We'll see if she's still lucky with the Cha Cha. But yeah, so you guys leave a comment, rate, subscribe, tell me what you think. If you guys are going to be watching the Olympics, there's going to be a 2-week break, so I'm not going to be here for like 2 weeks, I guess. What am I going to do? I love this Wednesdays. It's like, Wednesday's my day. Wednesday's my day to just talk to camera, talk to you guys, you know. I'm such a loser. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Peace!